my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Welcome to Swiftly Explained, and today we have lots of exciting new news to share with you. We're going to recap all the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce news that happened this past week, like Travis working out in Florida for the upcoming season, Taylor regaining the ownership of her music, going out in NYC, Meredith's first sighting after years, and so much more. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And let's head right into it. First bit of new news we have is Taylor's absence at the 2025 AMAs. It seemed like the weirdest show in history, and 90% of the big artists were absent. Taylor lost all of her nominations, and for some reason, when they showed Taylor's nomination on the screen, they muted the audience's cheers to make it seem like nobody was interested in her.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
It was extremely shocking that she lost all the awards, especially Favorite Touring Artist Award, because the Eras Tour was literally the tour of the century. They were fan-voted awards, and Swifties are one of the most dedicated fandoms. It seems as if the votes weren't counted at all. Fans were certain that she was going to arrive and announce Rep TV, and this was probably Taylor's reaction at hearing all of the theories. Second bit of new news is Taylor's first public appearance after the AMAs. She looked absolutely breathtaking and flawless as she went to an Italian restaurant to eat in New York City. She was wearing a Benoit midi dress with Louboutin Condora sandals. She was there with Dakota Johnson.
Taylor.
Third, and the happiest bit of new news, is Taylor finally regaining ownership of everything she has ever created in her life. Taylor reclaimed her master recordings years after they were initially sold, first to Scooter Braun's Ithaca Holdings, then to Shamrock Capital. Taylor then regained ownership of her master recordings from Shamrock Capital and paid $360 million for it, according to Billboard. The amount is relatively close to what they were sold for before. She released these images on social media and this letter on her website. It's a very long and heartfelt letter. If you've already read it, you can skip this part of the video and move on to the next news. She wrote, "Hi, I am trying to gather my thoughts into something coherent, but right now my mind is just a slideshow. A flashback sequence of all the times I daydreamed about, wished for, and pined away to get to tell you this news. All the times I was this close, reaching out for it, only for it to fall through. I almost stopped, thinking it could ever happen after 20 years of having the carrot dangled and then yanked away. But that's all in the past now. I've been bursting into tears of joy at random intervals ever since I found out that this is really happening. I really get to say these words, all of the music I've ever made, and all my music videos. All the concert films, the album art and photography, the unreleased songs belongs to me. The memories, the magic, the madness, every single era, my entire life's work. To say this is my greatest dream come true is actually being pretty reserved about it. To my fans, you know how important this has been to me, that I meticulously re-recorded and released 4 of my albums, calling them Taylor's version. The Passamate support you showed those albums and the success story you turned the Eras Tour into is why I was able to buy back my music. I can't thank you enough for helping to reunite me with this art that I have dedicated my life to but have never owned until now. All I've ever wanted was the opportunity to work hard enough to be able to purchase my music outright with no strings attached, no partnership, with full autonomy. I will be forever grateful to everyone at Shamrock Capital for being the first people to ever offer this to me. The way they've handled every interaction we've had has been honest, fair, and respectful. This was a business deal to them, but I really felt like they saw it for what it was to me. My memories and my sweat and my handwriting and my decades of dreams, I am endlessly thankful. My first tattoo might just be a huge shamrock in the middle of my forehead. I know. What about Rep TV? Full transparency, I haven't even re-recorded a quarter of it. The Reputation album was so specific to that time in life, and I kept hitting a stopping point to be understood while feeling purposely when I tried to remake it. All that defiance, that longing mischief. To be perfectly honest, it's the misunderstood, that desperate hope, that shame-born snarl, and mischief. To be perfectly honest, it's the Me album in those first 6 that I thought couldn't be improved upon by redoing it. Not the music or photos or videos. So I kept putting it off. There will be a time, if you're into the idea, for the unreleased vault tracks from that album to hatch. I've already completely re-recorded my entire debut album, and I really love how it sounds now. Those 2 albums can still have their moments to re-emerge, right? If that would be something you guys would be excited about. But if it happens, it won't be from a place of sadness and longing for what I wish I could have. It will just be a celebration now. I'm extremely heartened by the conversations this saga has reignited within my industry among artists and fans. Every time a new artist tells me they negotiated to own their master recordings in their record contract because of this fight, I'm reminded of how important it was for all of this to happen. Thank you for being curious about something that used to be thought of as too industry-centric for broad discussion. You'll never know how much it means to me that you cared. Every single bit of it counted and ended us up here. Thanks to you and your goodwill, teamwork, and encouragement, the best things that have ever been mine finally actually are. Elated and amazed. Taylor. I'm so glad she doesn't have to look at her past albums like this. Travis Kelce immediately liked the post showing his support. I bet he can't wait to blast 1989 original version again. Patrick Mahomes also showed support by reposting. Fourth bit of new news is Travis Kelce staying in Florida and working out hard for his upcoming football season. These pictures of him surfaced leaving the gym in Florida. He has been going to practice and getting his body ready for the football games. Patrick praised his passion and abilities and hinted that he might stay another year in the NFL.
If it's the last ride, you would never know. The way he's talking about football, the way he's talking about working and trying to be even better this year than he was last year. He's not. It doesn't seem like a guy that it's his last ride. Like he's tired of the job. He's in here, he's working, and I know his body feels good. I think it feels better than even last year before going into last season. Just because I think he's motivated to go out there and have an even better year than he had this last.
Fifth bit of new news is Taylor celebrating her master's ownership by singing Getaway Car with Jack. She was holding Meredith and dancing cheerfully.
The money in a bag and I stole the keys. That was the last time you ever...
It seems like Meredith is her Reputation buddy.
Hey! I'm gonna get...
In the letter, she hinted at TS12 by putting an Easter egg of 12 eyes. I'm so glad the Taylor hate finally is over and we have so much to celebrate. Stick around for more authentic news, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.